After making a splash of sorts on PC, Riot Games' fighting game 2XKO is finally coming to the PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S. Available in January 2026, it allows League of Legends champions to engage in straight-up brawls. So what makes it worth engaging in, especially considering the sheer number of other options like Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, and so on? Well, let's dive into 15 things that you should know about 2XKO before playing on consoles. Starting with, what the heck is League of Legends? In short, everyone's favorite MOBA. The basic hook of 2XKO is seeing its iconic champions collide in a fighting game. So if you just want to get into the action, well, then it's well worth a look, especially because this is free? Say what you will about Riot Games titles, the wonky balance patches. The fact that they're free is a huge bonus. 2XKO follows suit, and you won't have to worry about future champions, stages, modes, and whatnot costing money.
Who else wants to take on the Empire?
Who are you people? Any fighting game is only really worth as much as its roster. And with over 170 champions in League of Legends, you would think this is bursting at the seams with options. Unfortunately, 2XKO only has 11 fighters to choose from. On the bright side, Ahri, Jinx, V, Warwick, Yasuo, Echo, and other iconic figures are here, alongside Teemo and the first post-launch editions. 2v2 tag battles. But what kind of fighter is 2XKO? If the name and gameplay did not give it away, this is a tag fighter, where teams of two square off. Due to its unique mechanics, however, you can just as easily have 1v1 battles as 2v1s. If you want to play 2v2 with each fighter controlled by a different player and get that authentic blaming your teammate League of Legends experience, well, that's also possible. Point and assist. The starting fighter is known as the point, while the second is the assist. Anyone who's played a tag fighter will know the drill. Call in the assist and they'll perform a special action or a super move if you have the meter. A handshake tag allows tagging the point out and the assist in, but you can also perform this during an assist action, thus keeping your opponents guessing. And for the Killer Instinct veterans, assists can perform breaks, interrupting an enemy's combo if you are in dire need. Arcade mode versus casual and training. There are 3 core modes to leap into. Starting with Arcade mode, the industry standard where you fight a fixed number of AI opponents. Versus mode is about battling other players locally and is available offline, while Casual mode allows competing online. You can also create a custom private lobby or enter training, which offers a variety of options for customizing AI difficulty, counter hits, ultimate meters, and even champion exclusive mechanics. Ranked mode. The sweatiest mode, available after reaching level 3 on your account. Ranked mode requires completing 5 placement matches to receive a rank. It then follows the usual structure of a competitive mode: win to earn ranked points and ascend to the next tier, or lose and eventually face demotion. There is some protection against the latter, including forgiveness matches where the amount of RP lost is lessened on seldom played heroes. Critical strikes and fury. As a fighting game, there are the usual mechanics from light, medium, and heavy attacks to dashes, air dashes, and special attacks that vary for each other. What sets it apart are critical strikes, which serve as charged heavy attacks, and fury, which grants damage reduction, increased damage dealt, faster health regen, and more for a period when you're down to your last character, and after activating break, which becomes fury break. It's a comeback mechanic that allows for a few risks, like canceling attack recoveries to execute more combos. Push assists and parries. The best offense can be a good defense at times. Push assist, which calls in your teammate to push an opponent back while you block, is helpful in that regard, and you can also use a retreating guard when you need some more breathing room. You can also parry, which consumes 1 ult meter bar to stun an opponent and hit back even harder. Successful parries refund the ult meter bar, which is great for landing a world of hurts, but mess it up and it's gone. Light the fuse. Which brings us to the most unique mechanic in 2XKO, fuses. Think of these as gameplay styles that twist the 2v2 tag fighter format in near unpredictable ways. 2x assist, for example, lets you use another assist action while calling in your partner. Juggernaut, on the other hand, restricts you to a single character but with more health, damage reduction past a certain HP percentage, 2 bars of meter, and Fury Break available at the start. As unorthodox as it all sounds, fuses mix up each match in very unique ways. Mastery levels. For those committed to certain heroes, there's a mastery system with unique objectives to complete, separated into progressively more difficult tiers. Still, the rewards can be worthwhile, from new customization items for that character to a unique chroma, player cards, and taunts. You'll need to purchase them with credits once they're unlocked, however. Missions. 2XKO, like many titles, offers a battle pass, and what better way to earn XP for it than through missions? These are about what you'd expect, like using assists and specials in match-made games. Daily and weekly missions are available and even dispense credits for unlocking other champions, outfits, and more. Don't worry though, you can also earn credits just by playing the game, with wins bestowing even more currency. Top-tier rollback netcode. It's a good time to be alive when every major modern fighting game ships with rollback netcode, but the one utilized in 2XKO is especially great. How it will perform on consoles, well, that remains to be seen, as always. But, fun fact, executive producer Tom Cannon and tech lead Tony Cannon created GGPO rollback netcode and also founded the EVO Championship Series. So suffice it to say that their experience is paying dividends for the online experience, with very few complaints from PC players. Cross-playing and cross-progression. If you've been playing on PC thus far and plan to make the jump to consoles, well, here's some good news. 2XKO will support cross-progression with PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, so you can retain all of those mastery levels and unlocks. Of course, there's also crossplay. Even if you're planning on staying with the PC version, the active player base should see a pretty nice bump, so be kind to the newbies. Cosmetic-only microtransactions. I mean, are you surprised? It's Riot Games, which has microtransactions in every single one of its major free-to-play titles. They're cosmetic only, but also not quite the most player-friendly. For example, if you like Arcane and want skins for characters like V, Echo, and Jinx, there's no option to buy them separately. No, you'll have to pick up the Ultra Starter Edition for $100. Whether this will be available on consoles and made cheaper, well, that remains to be seen, but for now, it's a pretty hefty price if you're a fan of the fashion game.
Second chance!
And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at Gaming Vault, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.